everybody, welcome back to the Single Man's Podcast. Yanni is in a trip right now, so he can't come here. You're going to be with me and Samo.
So technically dead. He's dead.
Yeah. We have the ghost of the podcast here.
Welcome, Ghost.
It's
welcome.
almost 2 o'clock in the morning when we're doing this podcast, and we're more energetic than ever because we heard Dancing from the Chrono remix. It's a great freaking song. I believe y'all should hear it as well. I'll leave the link in the description.
I'm still traumatized.
No.
You're
Dancing is a
you're
I
good.
saw his penis. What do you mean?
No, he was just twerking, so you saw his ass, okay?
Ghost. You're a ghost, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So ghosts see a lot of things that they don't want to see.
No,
but they
like
see
the
it.
fun of being a ghost is that you don't eat anything, you
Okay.
don't poop, you don't drink. The only good thing is that you can scare people.
Listen, a ghost that a person died as a child and became a ghost.
Yeah.
And they stick around in their parents' house. Do they get traumatized by watching their parents fuck?
And making more heirs.
That needs another podcast to discuss
Yes.
it. With a deep thought, with a clear mind.
Okay, so with the exception of us, we're here with Shkelzen, we're here with Nix, we're here with Apple. So, someone, can you please enlighten us? What is the drink of the day?
Basically,
Secrets.
secret.
Yeah, let's-
Soon we're going to
Secret
have a
Santa.
new person in the table. It's
Secret
going to be a
Santa.
Mikasa or a Levi Funko Pop that I'm gonna buy that I want to like include in like the table. So if you guys will
Why
want it,
though?
because I want it, I don't know. It's 23 euros here.
Okay, who put you in charge of decisions?
No, do you hear
You
what I
have-
said? If you want to have it, you can have it. I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it, but we're not going to put it
We will
here.
put.
Okay.
You won't put Levi?
We will put two. Prince Vegeta here and Madara here.
Do you know what a Funko Pop
Okay,
is?
Mother, okay, Prince Vegeta, kind of edgy, kind of cringe.
Because
not gonna lie.
because we have Prince Vegeta here because we will ask him about feminist stuff. And
I
he will
don't
give
know.
us-
I don't think you two dumbasses know what the Funko Pop is.
What the fuck is the fun?
It's like a statue of the character.
I don't care.
Wait, let me show you a photo. Keep talking. I'm gonna show the photo.
You know,
that I
you
found.
know, you have one credit, Ghost, because you named the lamb.
Yeah.
The ghost one.
I don't
That-
care. We're not putting a Funko Pop here. Come on.
Yeah.
You
We're
won't
the
put Levi.
Single man's commission podcast. We're not the anime nerds commission podcast.
Yeah.
He's
You
a
know-
berserker.
You
That
know,
is why.
These animes are not, but a photo of Madara is here because he would give us his opinions. I don't know about
Okay.
feminism. and
That
he
world
would
will
give good
change.
advice, I
That
think.
whole world
Yeah,
will
you
change.
basically died single, so.
But I think that he broke a lot of hearts.
We don't know. He might have been gay. I mean, have you seen him screaming Hashirama? He even told to the five Kage, Hashirama
That is
is
the
only
Funko
thing
Pop.
that he
This
does.
is a Funko Pop.
No!
Why? People collect this.
Yes, weirdos. That sounds.
Your face is weird.
No.
Okay,
it
enough
looks like a
roasting.
children.
Don't
Okay,
fight for
okay.
me. There's a slice for everybody, please.
I have a friend who has over
I
200
will never
Funko Pops.
fucking fight for you.
You
fucking
fight to
never.
the death for me.
No, I'd leave you die there.
Me or Yanni, choose.
Who won't have this? Who won't
Well, I
have
will in a
Levi
room
there?
with you,
What?
Hitler, and Stalin. I'll punch you to death, and I'll use the 2 bullets that I have to shoot you in the head.
What about this?
And you will leave Hitler and Stalin live?
What,
I would even give him blowjobs as he's saying "fuck you."
what about this?
No,
Nah.
If it was Berserk, you would have it then.
no, not really.
No.
Because they're
He's
made of
lying.
plastic. If they were made out of stone and carved beautifully, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's just
yeah.
standard plastic shit. So
So, yeah.
if it was carved like Apple is carved, for
Yeah.
example.
No, Apple is unique, but anyway, he was asking what is the main topic for
Oh
today.
yeah, we completely forgot. I'm sorry, guys, but it's his fault and his, not
And
mine.
his.
No,
And his.
no,
I've been telling you since podcast one. He is.
no. These are the ones that are cool. I'm not crazy. You're crazy, especially you, Nama.
I'm not crazy! You're crazy! Especially you, Nappa! Hey!
Okay.
Okay, so we discussed it earlier, and
Hey, your mother is asking us to lower the noise. The benefits of being an actor.
And a dumb fuck. Okay.
No, you're
So-
the dumb fuck.
The,
So I think that the main topic we discussed it earlier
you
is
interrupted me. I want to say the consequences of an abortion, not having an abortion.
No, you are the consequences of not spilling your jizz all over the sink.
okay. So don't fight for me. There's a slide for everyone.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit about you. Look at that face. When I see you, I think you eat my food. You eat everything. You steal everything.
How does? Okay, if people actually saw you, they would not be thinking that he stole your food. They would be thinking that you stole.
That's why I
his.
don't show my face. He's showing his face.
You know something?
Yes, because you're a
Yeah.
fat fuck.
We can start it with a story.
Who's
We'll tell the-
talking? The lizard face.
You know, no.
I am a lizard.
No, Lizard is another. It's a nickname for another guy, which is in my gym. He's exactly like a lizard. So
Oh, really? Does it drink children's blood as well?
no, but he's creepy. So
Like Orochimaru type creepy?
no, he's creepy. I think
Wait, who are we talking
but
about?
You know him, so
Is he like the little one that?
no, the purple belt.
Oh.
Ah,
A lot of people in.
no, not a lot, just one. But okay.
Oh, our professor. Your professor.
No, not professor. He's the elephant. So
Not the one that put assassins after.
Okay, we're basically discussing over some dumb shit right now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Apologies to you.
We
Can we
started-
go to the topic of the day?
yeah. Before the topic, he has a little bit of right for the thing that when I was in Lisbon for the European Championship 2020, the golden times before the COVID,
Yeah.
just a month before, I had to go to a strict diet, and I just eat it for 1 month, just eggs, cheese, and meat,
Yeah.
chicken meat. So it was a crazy month, you know.
Yeah. Crazy
And-
diet.
Yeah, crazy that I was seeing black and white, you know, until the match finished, which is not a good experience. But after that match, I was eating like literally him, like apple.
Like an elf.
Yeah, like an
But he
elephant
doesn't eat. He's a stone.
and stone. And the thing is that
Stop arguing over
One-
semantics. Let's do go.
one of the guys caught me at 3 o'clock in the morning, eating some donuts from the fridge.
Yeah.
3 o'clock. Everyone was snoring. He just got up to
Piss, yeah.
not to piss, drink some water, and he found me
Yeah.
and the chocolate here and the cream here, you know,
Okay.
and his
Pause.
expression.
Pause.
I believe that because that person eats like the half of my birthday cake, and every like sweet thing that we get, he eats half of it.
Ah, you're lying. I can eat a whole cake.
Okay. What's
Okay.
the topic of the day?
Okay, the topic of the day it's the opinions of people.
Do they matter or not?
Do they matter or not?
Just don't give a damn.
Do they matter? And the thing is how much they actually influence us on our mental health.
Listen, to say that people's every opinion that you ever heard does not matter, it's wrong. Of course.
Whoa.
We have to see Matrix attack again.
That was my fault. I turned out dumb. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So basically, people's opinion might matter if you're doing something wrong, if something is not working, and might say, okay, it might not be working because of this, because this has this problem. Now, when people just say, oh, that's trash, that's an opinion, but it's not something that you really should consider because, or people have this idea that everybody is watching them.
Yeah.
Nobody really gives a damn about you unless you're like a super famous person.
You know,
You can, unless you're walking naked down the street, nobody's going to notice.
and even that, I would like to add. You remember the video of the guy I showed you? His name is. I even posted on my story because I liked one statement of him. His name is Julian Blanc.
Yeah.
No, he's a guy. He has studied psychology, sociology, and he travels all around the world, just taking seminars
Yeah.
and speaking about those type of subjects that like does the opinion of other people matter, how we can overcome trauma, stuff like that. He's not famous, just like the Pinnacle.
Yeah.
We have mentioned them a lot, and he said that one truth that needs to be said to all of us at one point in our life is that, you know, nobody really cares about you.
Okay.
A lot of people can take that on the thought that, ooh, I know the life doesn't really matter because nobody cares about me, nobody loves me, and they say that I'm depressed, which you are not. Stop being trendy.
Yeah, exactly. You're not depressed just because you don't have a girlfriend, okay, or just because you're fat.
You're disappointed because
You're
Tom.
disappointed in yourself.
You're disappointed only because Tom didn't even win one time with Jerry. That is not disappointment. That is not depression, man.
It's just life. Sometimes you're going to have shit days.
Even
Okay.
Tom didn't get depressed because he couldn't win with Jerry. And I know it was stupid.
Yeah, it was freaking stupid.
We are so done today.
So the main thing
Of course,
is
it's 2 in the morning. Crackhead energy.
I see
Don't do
Rigger's
that.
giving me death stares sometimes. He just wants to kill me once we're gone. But I'm a ghost, you can't do anything.
ghost. So to become to
Yeah,
the,
be like us. Don't give a damn.
so basically Julian was saying that
I'm dancing to the voices in my head.
Yeah, we told you
yeah,
he lost
Julian
it.
talk about this. You know, he said that a lot of people they create their fake
Their fake idea of their
they-
being the heroes
no,
of the world.
the fake public. You know
Yeah.
that everybody's watching me. Ooh, if I say something wrong, if I fall on the Starbucks floor, I
Yeah.
don't know, everybody would watch me. And but the reality is, you fall on Starbucks. Ooh, poor guy. Okay, now me.
You forgot something. We don't have Starbucks, that's why he doesn't know. Starbucks is not like a place you just get the drink and you go. You don't sit there.
Even if you go there, you can fall.
Yeah,
know?
I know, but it's not like a place with like people. You know, you just get the drink and you go.
No,
Nobody
but it
sits
can
there.
get crowded in
It can
Starbucks.
get
'cause
crowded.
People stand in lines. there.
Sometimes I saw Starbucks in Spain when I was traveling, and believe me, crowd.
Yeah, it was a huge.
And you can. The example is you fall, even if you fall on the street, or if you do, he tells his students, if
Yeah.
we can call it like that, that try on the street,
Yeah.
do 5 push-ups. Somebody will see you, but they'll say, ah.
Oh, I have a friend like this. When we go like out to eat, he's afraid to like eat a lot because he thinks that people will like see him.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. I ate a whole like pizza for like 5 minutes and I don't give a fuck if somebody sees me or not.
Yeah. You should give a fuck about your own weight though, which is.
Well, I don't
some
care.
fuck.
I don't care. you said don't give a fuck.
Not on your own health. You're worsening your own health. Okay, you risk.
Okay, we are talking
hypertension.
about something else.
And another thing for the
diabetes.
guys. Every one of us at one point in our life, when we go out to the street, we're ooh paparazzi. They will take picture of us if we don't dress our favorite shirt or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
But you're not fucking Brad Pitt, man.
You're not
You're
a
not fucking
Kardashian.
Brad
Listen,
Pitt.
there is the thin line between trying to present yourself in the public and not look like a dumbass, and being completely afraid of the smallest of things that you might do because people might not. Okay? I remember once I was going up the electrical stairs with my bosses. I told you this story, someone, and
Yeah.
as you go up the electrical stairs, you have the place where you might put your hand.
Yeah.
The structure.
Yes.
Okay, because my brain is not braining right now. So
Of
I
course,
put my
it's
hand
you.
there, and for a slight moment, it's about this height. And for a slight moment, I just go like this because my head was hurt. I was having a headache. And she was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Everybody's looking at you. Nobody gives a damn what I'm doing. Literally nobody. You think people saw me put my head down for a little
You-
bit
you
and
know-
they're gonna be like, oh, what is going on?
He's
Oh,
just
you
some man.
Find out."
He's crazy.
You know, Gersey wishes, but he isn't Brad Pitt. Not everyone will come seeing Gersi sleep and woo, Gersi, please smile for us. We are from New York Times, yeah. Yeah, look, I'm with one guy that is sleeping. And the comments would say, nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck.
You know,
Unless they're like Kardashian watchers.
yeah, you know, Julian said a good thing. When
Okay.
you go out to the street and you have that fake publicity kind of dilemma or trauma, I don't know, and mindset, yeah, and you think about that, just think that you're not Brad Pitt or James Bond on that movie. You're taxi driver number 29.
Yeah.
Some people say why I should be. I'm the hero of my story. I'm Luca the third. I'm Gareth the second who will give peace to the world. But in reality,
What's
you know,
this? You can
nobody
probably
can
not
see.
watch it because I don't. You can't see me on camera. Can they
Yeah.
see me now?
Yes.
Hi. Look at my poor freaking form.
Don't mind. Don't
One,
mind our.
two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nine and a half.
Yeah, and the answer is nobody gives a fuck how much you did. Does anyone give a fuck? No.
So basically, some people say, why should I see myself as taxi driver number 29? What's the point? And they will think about, oh, my life is so boring, I'm taxi driver number 29. In reality, Julian was saying, no, that is liberating. Because if nobody cares about you, you are free.
Yes.
You're free from all of your fake pressures that you have in your mind that or expectations that, oh, if I fail, I'll disappoint my parents, I'll disappoint my friends, I would not have a girlfriend. At
Come
the end
on.
of the day,
Listen, I want to become an actor. Okay, I've been into plays in theater before. I've been reciting poems in theaters before, and a couple of times when I was much younger, I remember this one time I was like 13 years old. I forgot the words of the poem. There was like 500, 600 people there.
ooh,
By all accounts, that should be traumatizing to me. Okay, that should have made me not want to become an actor anymore. But I still want to become an actor. I still want to leave my mark on the world. Perhaps it's
megalomania.
yeah, perhaps it's megalomania that I have. But still though, taking all this into account, you can feel in front of hundreds of people while they're listening to you. If you find the strength within yourself to move on, you can move on. We're making a podcast right now. Since this is one of the first podcasts, not a lot of people are going to watch it. But it might be 100 people, it might be 1,000, 100,000.
A million, you'll never. We will know in the future.
Yeah, we will see in the future. It might be 100,000 people. People are going to enjoy this. People, I might make a mistake, people might talk badly about this, but they might enjoy their time and they will move on to the next thing. Unless what I'm saying has deep implications about, deep stupid implications about how society would go. If I make a small mistake, people are not going to notice. People only notice you when you're being disingenuous and completely stupid and you're wrong about everything and you try to defend the fact that you're wrong by doing mental gymnastics. If you're just doing a small honest mistake by not being able to represent an idea for once as a mistake, people are not going to notice. They're going to say, oh, it's a one-time thing, whatever. If you make a grammatical error, they're going to say, oh, it's a one-time thing. Or if it happens more frequent, if you're from another country, for example, it's going to be more often. So people don't really give a damn.
Just a second. Yeah, sure. Just Apple was asking, would you give a damn if you would made a mistake? I don't know, in your past performances on the theater or in the future.
I just told you I forgot the lines.
No. Would you give a damn right now?
If I
With
make
your
a mistake,
mindset right now, if you make a mistake, or
not really.
you would care only if I think that you would care only if someone who is a good actor that you really appreciated would come and would say, Gersi,
Yes, but
you
I'll
did
be-
something wrong. Sorry.
Of course, that's criticism.
Because
That's
you,
not an opinion.
you remember the book, you have the book, I have the book. I have in
Yeah,
Albanian.
the simple art of not giving a
Subtle,
fuck.
the subtle art of not giving a fuck. by
That's my
Mario.
book. That's
Yeah.
the book I bought.
Thank you, thank you.
I want credits for it.
You want one of my medals?
You want a blowjob as well?
So
You want a new face.
My god, dude, why is every insult that you throw at us, you're ugly?
That's the only.
You've been staying with girls so much as their friend
because
that you've become a girl yourself to some extent.
That's the only.
You're
comeback.
ugly.
You
Your nails
remember-
are not painted well.
Yeah,
Nobody gives a fuck about my face.
That's the
I'm a
only
guy.
comeback I know.
just a second.
Then you're stupid.
It-
Work on your comeback.
You remember?
Eat my
I re-
shit.
You remember that I've I've sent you a video of Friends.
Yeah.
You know that it's Chandler with Joey.
Yeah.
Joey's
I'm
taking
stupid.
care of the flowers, and Chandler's saying, Do you know what you're doing? Why?" And Joey's saying on his innocence and pure heart,
Yeah.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I say to offend you? It's not what you said. It's just the way you said it. And Chandler is just doing, and he's saying, "Oh my God, I'm a woman."
Yeah.
It's hilarious. You know, Mark Manson says something that in his book, Subtle Art of Not Giving a
Yeah,
Fuck,
the sun.
the subtle art, he said that some people need to give a fuck just a consecutive number of times,
Yeah.
not to give a fuck every single day 1,000 times.
Yeah.
If you give a fuck one fuck a day, but for things that matter, he's not saying that just like some people saying that he says that you live your life as you wish without rules, without having purposes or anything. No, he said you give a fuck about your purpose, about your career if you want to have a career, about your family
Yeah,
relations, about your
there's certain
a
things
small
that
number of things.
you need to be cautious of to have well thought
Yeah.
opinions that you formulate, well thought sentences and statements, and well thought decisions. But not everything needs to be this overwhelming stream of thoughts to the point
Yeah.
that you're overthinking every single detail of it.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're
true.
doing, for example, your 20th anniversary birthday and you want to decorate it yourself, not every single detail needs to be perfect because most people will not notice the smallest freaking detail.
Have you noticed also the paradox that if you taking the example of the 20th birthday, which it needs to be very special.
Yeah.
You know that you imagine in your mind that I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Mostly to say it would be women because they care too much about details.
Yeah.
Even men sometimes, but they are on a smaller scale. And the thing is that they plan the perfect birthday or the perfect wedding, and
Yeah.
you know, in reality, it wouldn't go that way. Never.
No.
You think that every person that knows how your brain works, you think that everyone there will dress like you want,
No.
or the decorators have your thoughts on their heads.
Like
Man, just go. Sometimes it just like go with the flow,
Yeah, we
just
roll with
enjoying the
punches.
time, enjoy. Sometimes even us, we thought that would be boring a gathering on my house, on
Yeah.
the other houses of our friends, that would be a boring party, but it turned out to be great.
Yeah.
And
Don't you love how simple
like
we are?
since you
yeah,
since you were talking about birthdays, I don't understand why don't people make the 18th birthday like special? Because it's the age that you like become an adult. You become
Because
like,
you're not really an adult at 18. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, legally you are.
Yeah, I'm talking about legal, not like in your mind.
you know, some people think that every day of their life is special. Some others think that they are not special, not every single day. Some
Some
other
think that
people,
There
other
is
people.
nothing more to life, so they may just as well off themselves.
And
so,
they people call themselves suicidal.
yeah.
Another trend.
Now I only
Suicide.
and I only care about the birthday money. I don't care
So,
about the
or other people like us don't give a damn. Just go take all your people that you love, put them together in one room, just have a nice 2 hours or 3 hours or any how much time you need to
We
make
can
it
just
special.
talk dumb things.
Yeah, just man, just a simple movie with some popcorn, some
Yeah.
nachos, and some some person to roast, and everything
Yeah.
goes smoothly. So nobody gives a damn what you wear, as long as you're not naked.
Yeah.
Is one thing, but
People don't care about your stupidity in action and won't roast you for it as long as it does not hurt others, okay?
yeah,
For example, if you're a dumb person, but you keep to yourself and you try to help others, nobody's going to be mad at you. People are not going to roast you. But if you're a dumb person and you think that you're smart and you're making everybody's life around you a living hell, and you don't take anything that they tell you at consideration at all, then people are going to roast you because you kind of brought this into yourself. If you make people's lives hell, they're going to make yours hell.
no, I was just asking what about the last podcast we talked just 30 seconds about the girl that on Instagram video that said that 2 plus 2 equals 5.
Okay, quickly, so I misunderstand. Are we saying that 2 plus 2, if you say it's 4, that's racist? I mean, that sounds like we may be mischaracterizing it. What, if you can quickly sum it up?
No, that's not mischaracterizing it at all. Math is basically racist under this ideology because it says there is no such thing as an objective reality. So 4 might not be the right number. 2 plus 2 might actually equal 5.
And sorry for Apple. Apple,
He
don't bring
just
it again.
forgot. He just forgot.
know,
Why
but
did you bring
Do you
it?
think that she hurts other people around her with her stupidity?
I don't think she even drinks or eats like normal food. Like
Okay,
normal food.
that's not even the problem. The issue is when you allow a loud minority, a loud stupid minority, to press upon the society opinions that are not thought well, okay, and completely ruin the way the society is structured on basis that is just a societal construct.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean anything. Okay, gender is a social construct. Okay, so are laws. Okay, you want to take laws away, but think about the laws you're taking away. If you take away the law of murder, I can murder anyone I want. If you take away the law of rape, for example, people are free to rape. Okay, pedophilia, theft. Okay, I heard another chick saying, we are the only animals that don't live in accordance to the nature. Yeah, animals kill each other
Not
within
as
their
much
own
as
kind.
humans sometimes. Humans kill each other even more.
We kill at higher rates
Yeah.
than animals, at higher, but we also have other purposes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
as much of ego thing as much as influence and power, which they relate into the ego.
Yeah.
But we can also sometimes kill for justice, where
Yeah.
animals don't really have the kill for justice type thing. They just go with flow. But let's put murder aside. Theft, for example,
Yeah.
or rape.
Right.
In penguins rape even their children.
We
Think
should
about
do
it.
like penguins.
Yeah, which
Since you brought up pedophiles,
animals are the most racist animals on planet are not even humans, or dolphins. Dolphins, if they see a dolphin that is brown or dolphin that has spots, they will bully the fuck out of it. Please go on.
Since you brought pedophiles earlier, did you guys hear the news about the pedophile pride that they want to make? Like,
Yeah.
how dumb is that?
Yeah, basically a minor attractive person. First of all, if you come to me and you call yourself a minor attractive person, or you're protecting the identity and sexuality of the so-called minor attractive people, basically pedophiles, I'm going to slap the shit out of you. I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. I don't care if I don't go to jail. You don't protect pedophiles.
No, wait a second. You don't realize if they say this in Albania, you will
You will get killed.
You will get killed. You will get
Okay,
like
the cops will be like, okay, I didn't see anything. Hell, the cops will help us kill you. You
For
don't have a
real?
gun, you want one?
Nah, they will cut your throat like the minute you walk out of like a cafe, a supermarket, whatever you go. They'll come, people cut your throat if you say that in Albanian. Like
In Albania, sometimes when people are mad at traffic, you know, they insult each other. The next minute they kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine saying that we're
hot
coming,
blood.
yeah, and hot heads.
Yeah.
And imagine if someone comes, you're in traffic, you're having a bad day from work, you're coming home to your wife that will scream you.
Yeah.
It's the-
And somebody blocks the traffic and says, "We're queer. We're here.
Nah, I
We're
was
coming
like,
for your
And
children."
and you know the penguin, meme that it's a penguin with sword and said that says slept like shit. Now today I choose violence.
Yeah. They drew first blood, not me.
you remember like the protests that people did for the dogs because like the government was killing the street dogs?
Yeah.
After like I left that, I was like coming home.
You
And
went there?
I
How many
went
times?
there. I
How
went
many
there 3 times that it was like
Okay.
that. You never came. Fuck you. But like I was like walking around and like it was traffic. Like somebody like was taking too long to like drive, and like the person I'm gonna say to Albania because there is no word in like English. He said Chief Sharovash do heads.
Just like
fuck your
fuck your
family.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like and he like got out of the car and he's like wanted to like fight with the other person, but I don't know what time they didn't.
The thing is that you know in Albania if you do it in reality, we don't care who you are or what you represent. If you say something like that, you're immediately.
If you want to hurt our children, we will hurt you. It's simple.
It's simple. I don't think only for Albania. Every parent, every reasonable parent all around the world.
No, it's because, listen, even around the world, there is a billionaire, the one that says that climate change is a scheme.
Yeah.
Without getting into
Dan
the
Penna.
debate, Dan
Dan Penna.
Penna. Without getting into the whole debate about whether climate change is real or not. One thing that he said, we asked some people, we basically did the snowflake test. We asked people what would you do if somebody spit in your mother's face. And they would be like, well, I'll try to reason with him because he might have had a bad day. And like, that's
What
so
the-
infuriating. It's like 90% of people said that. Even if 50% of people, 40%, 30% of people say that, it's still bad. We have a society full of cowards. Somebody spit in my mother's face?
I will get a shotgun and blow his mind.
No, I'll beat him to death with my own 2 hands.
You know what Shkelzen is saying? If I was human, if someone would spit on my mother, or I would be a husband that has been tired from work and I go home, it's traffic and you will see some people saying we're here with queer come for children. I will burn them with my flame and send them immediately to hell.
Nah. If that was me,
Nick says that she still doesn't love. Fuck.
nah.
No, Shkelzen was saying that I will burn them so God doesn't have to have the time to burn them in hell.
Nah, I would run over them. I wouldn't burn them.
I will tell God to give me a pass to hell so I can go down there and beat the fuck out of them every day.
You'll take like, can you give 5 passes to like kill people?
So
Thank you
there's
very much.
just a story about about opinions, others' opinions.
Yeah.
I remember on the 7th grade in the middle school, I was chosen as senator. Ooh, big
Whoa,
achievement.
nobody gives a fuck.
Really? At that time, you know, at that time, were the 5 of the smartest girls,
Yeah.
the smartest girls on my class, then they were sure that they would win. And I just came there without pressure and just saying that if I become senator, some things will change. You know, a rebel, idealist at
Yeah.
that time. And you know the crazy part? I won.
Yeah.
And they were looking at me like they would kill me on my flip. So, you know, it was a win-win for me anyway. So they got mad. I became the senator of class. So
Yeah. He's a devil. He is a deviant piece of crap.
no.
He looks innocent.
I
I look like the bad guy? Do you know the stories that this guy comes up with? Do you know what he does? If you think that I'm a misogynist,
And they both
this
bully
guy's a
me.
billion times worse.
They both bully me, especially because he hates me.
Yes, because you act like a bitch.
No.
Stop acting like a bitch, bitch.
it's not that you hate ghosts.
I don't believe in this.
Bramugos.
But you would want.
And I got no faith in your Regis, I don't believe in you.
So basically, I was chosen, and one day I just come to school, and they said me you have to give a speech as a senator.
Yes. And
All your promises that you would change the school, that kind of bullshit. But I was tense at one moment, and just give me the micro, and they just say, just go, get up. Or it was one stone that was stairs that you would just talk. I just spoke that things from my heart that I believed at the time, and some things I still believe that some things need to change.
Yeah.
But nobody give a damn. And the president of the school, we had the system at that school that it was a president and it was a female president.
Yeah.
Because you need to have, an equality or something like that, that it's a good girl that has the best grades and a good boy who has best grades. And they need to cope with each other, so nobody...
Basically marriage.
Basically married, and they hated each other. And that guy was just
That's
like
what it
a me grown up at that time, was just saying that stupid shit all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just asking, if you do this, if you do that, look man, they don't ask us for anything. The board of school, basically the principal and 2 or 3 influential teachers do anything here. They don't ask us, we're just here to skip classes.
Yeah.
A harsh reality for me at the time. I don't know, I was naive a lot, but
You
with
were
that
very
time,
naive, young.
yeah, but the class didn't believe me when I was telling them the truth. That where they're just facades, and they just accused me with some stupid shit like we gave some money for some foundations, for charity, and they say you steal our money, for example. I don't know, they were.
I would though. I would steal their money.
If I had, if this even.
I'm just joking. Our new cryptocurrency is completely safe.
Or it's just like
We are
like 3 in the
completely
morning.
not being searched by Interpol in 14 different world countries, excluding or including USA, UK, Russia,
He's just looking
Ukraine,
at me.
Serbia.
Moldavia, Andorra, Luxembourg,
Yeah.
Portugal.
How is it called? Like when like you vote for like the thing and it's like the second for senator.
For senator, the
Senator.
vice senator.
Yeah, it was a girl in
We
my
didn't
class.
have. We didn't have vice senator.
Yeah,
It was
I
just one.
had. It was a girl in my class, and when she thought she was gonna win, and when she became the senator, she was like, "Nah, I don't want the title." She wanted attention, obviously, and I was like, "Nobody gives a fuck. Stop acting. Okay, just say okay, okay."
But actually, I admit that I gave a fuck a lot about that position, but it didn't really matter. I did some good things.
Yeah.
Even I, gave money from my purchase sometimes because the class wasn't very active. I say about some things that needed to be done. In Albania we give money sometimes for a new heater. It's a small,
Yeah.
with 2 orange lights. It's a small heater. Some small things, and I've done it for my own wallet.
Yeah.
My own. It was my parents, but I was a big saver at the time. I saved a lot of money. And
Yeah.
I don't know. At the end of the year, yeah, I gave a lot of fuck at that time. But the summer, everything. I went to the home at the beach,
Yeah.
and the time went by when I went to the 8th grade. A new senator would arrive, and I gave a lot of shit for nothing. And it was meaningless.
Yeah.
And the other day is something that, and I had a lot of stress and everything. My grades were going down, but a kid, but at the time a teen, I said, what the fuck I'm doing? I'm giving a lot of shit for people that don't appreciate me. Fuck that.
Yeah.
And
Actually, sorry to interrupt you, but
No,
the
continue.
first year of high school, so basically entered with the average from middle school.
yeah,
Okay, so I get there and I was the only one with an average above 9. My average was like 9.5, the others were 8.9 and below. Okay, the closest combat. So I was basically immediately won because to become a senator you need an average of above 9.
which is, you know, even the lamp is saying that it's stupid. You know?
Not really stupid.
It's a debatable one, I think.
Okay, just let me finish the story and
No,
we'll
no, no, no,
discuss
continue,
it
continue.
immediately. So, I didn't want that, and I rejected it and didn't become a senator. The reason I didn't become a senator is because I would have a bunch of responsibility that I would have no power, but I would have no authority over anybody. Because 30 individuals that are the same age as me and are some of them way of lower intellectual level than me. Not trying to brag with myself, but we all know that sometimes a lot of people that fail, they don't fail just because they don't want to study. They fail because they're dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so people who are completely rooted in ignorance, they wouldn't listen to me. They'll try to do whatever the hell they wanted, and I was not about to take responsibility when I have no degree of authority, no say in what happens in or out of class. So yeah, I wasn't about to be just the puppet of other people.
Yeah, the G professor told me it was the only teacher. No, it was the second teacher.
Yeah.
That was telling me the truth. That please don't give a damn. The G professor, I called him. And sorry, he was saying that you just open the door to the pressure. It's just pressure, pressure. But at the end of the day, it's fake pressure.
Yeah.
It's just pressure here. So just be more light-headed about this thing and just upgrade your grades and just go enjoy the summer. Why give a damn?
Yes, but it's something that, okay, in advice and in paper, in theory, it's a good thing. It's really hard to follow in practice. It's really
Yeah.
hard to follow because, especially as teenagers, when you are a teenager, especially when you are a teenager, it's really hard to try and to distance yourself and to make that distinguishment, whether it's something that affects you or not, whether you have control over this thing that affects you or not. So it's hard. Sometimes
hard.
it's really hard.
Yeah, I'm talking about my experience because I went it 1 year. It was, I don't know, a trial at the time for me from my teen perspective. But if I see today, I don't know, I'm proud of myself. I don't take it with regret. You know, I was being myself.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do anything wrong. You know, the other senators, the last 2 years didn't give a shit, and they didn't do shit. You know, they're just saying that we're senators, so we're skipping classes. You know,
I skipped classes as well, but not as a senator.
Well,
took,
they skipped it on the legal way.
No, I skipped it in a legal way because of school activities.
Yeah.
So-
sorry for forgetting it.
Yeah.
So
So I was basically the VIP in school, a celebrity. I still got no bitches though.
Is it only me who like skips class because I know like we are like familiar with the principal, we know her, so
Oh no, I knew both principals in my high school. I knew them because they liked me because I represent the school.
now we know like
activities.
family. My dad like knows that, like my mom and dad know.
Yeah, your parents know them, but I knew them personally.
Yeah,
actually
they
had
know them,
respect
so I
for
just skip class and I never got in
nobody
trouble.
gives a shit, man. Really.
No, it gives a shit because I like enjoy like going out. I just didn't do that.
People love me.
So Apple said that every alcoholic says that.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You are cool, and
Fuck
If-
you.
fuck you.
I'm out.
Oh, Nix is the love of my life.
Why did you curse the lamp? The lamp is good. There's just a spirit.
No.
I touched it accidentally, and it does not open
You know
or
that.
close.
You know that Matrix attacks. Seriously.
Yeah, look at this.
It's a smart lamp.
Yeah, it's about as functioning as every relationship I ever had.
You know, but if we go back, some people say about their middle school. You know, I admitted it even in one of my short interviews I did short one, I think 1 week ago, that I was bullied when I was at school.
Yeah.
And one time that, or 2 or 3 times that I actually beat the shit out of the guys that bullied me, I was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And at that moment I was thinking that nobody really gives a damn about me on the sense that they're beating me. I know that if my parents would know that they would come immediately and beat the shit out of the guys. They
But
would do that, but at the end of the day, sorry for interrupting, at the end of the day, I needed to do it myself. Because if my parents would be there all the time watching me,
But it's a reflection of the society as a whole.
yeah,
You know, the government more often punishes the simple people that defend themselves or revolt against the violence that the outlaws do to us,
Yeah.
but not the outlaws themselves. Think about it.
yeah,
The government will punish us for revolting against outlaws, protecting themselves against outlaws and violence that they
Yeah.
provide us.
it's
But
a
not
good
the
parallel.
outlaws.
Yeah. It's a good parallel. I know just two teachers give a damn on the sense that they said to me, "Good for you." No, one said it was the G professor that said, "Good for you," and do it more often.
Yeah.
If you can. And the other thing was the other professor, a teacher. She was old, and she was saying to me, "Please tell me what happened." She was very kind to me. But I don't know. We just remember the things and we give a judgment now in our current state. But
Because the situation is cold to us, okay?
yeah, that outlaws that you said that they thought that they were rebels. We are rebelling against the school because we don't agree with that. And when we will grow up, we'll be against this society. And that if we see that people today, they are the part of society. They are transforming just like
I
rats.
think that people
We
just
had
use
that
the
conversation,
excuses.
so.
Yeah, people only have excuses to justify that their shit behavior. Okay, just like you see the toxic growth in relationship, blaming the astrology or
Which is the
you have
most dumbest thing ever.
or you have
Astrology is shit.
or you have toxic guys like someone who basically get no bitches but still blame all the woman.
He's talking about me.
You both don't have
Oh.
bitches. You're both single.
I'm sorry. At least we have women. What have you done? Have you ever held the hand of a woman that does not immediately friend zone you? No? Shut up.
At least I have like women around who don't have any.
Bitch, the women that I hang around with, you wish you could even fucking talk to them.
Those
Let's not
those don't
talk
even
for
like
me.
you. Those don't even like you. Or they are
Oh,
like
I have tension.
or they are dumb
No, I have
bitches.
tension with them.
Or they are dumb
No, I have
bitches
tension
like the
with
red head girl.
Please, our watchers won't give a fuck. That if you fuck, I fuck, or he fucks. It's just
They think
Because
we
the
are
world
child.
is fucked.
the world is fucked.
They
yeah.
think we are
Just
child.
like the last podcast we said. My baby, don't you cry. Things gonna be alright.
Sitting that upper lip, pop little lady. I told you that is it. Hold you through the
Things
night.
gonna be alright. And I think that I don't want to brag myself or you to brag yourself, which you do it a lot, but I think that we were the real rebels.
I'm not bragging. I'm just stating the
You're
truth.
spitting facts.
Yeah.
I think that we were the real rebels. We speak our mind. We didn't have a lot of filters. We had some thoughtful ideas at the time, even if we were young.
But was it worth it though?
I think that at the eyes of the God, we were for him. I don't know. It was worth it for him.
Yeah.
But for us, I don't know.
Because you were a bit more proactive while I was a little bit more indifferent.
If we'll talk about high school, I don't remember, or I remember very foggy the first year of high school. I was depressed at the time, and I was always at the beginning of the first year. I was just always, what he's saying, what she's saying, what are they talking about me? And in the middle until the end, I didn't really care. I don't remember that year very much. It was a foggy year, and the sense that I didn't really. I gave a lot of damn about a lot of people. I got rejected. I got disappointed, and I just gave up.
Oh, and another thing, guys, don't sin, because he was talking about the first year in high school. And actually, I'm going to tell you a funny story of why I got to the high school I actually got to.
The most famous high school.
Oh, so basically, I was originally going to go to another high school, but a girl that was a grade above me went to this high school that I got in later, okay, that I graduated from. So, first of all, this girl was a year older than me, and when I found out that she went to this high school, full soccer mode is creepy, I know, but I promise, I swear to God, I never did anything wrong. Don't hurt people. So basically, I would go if I ended up school early. I would go to the gates of the high school that she was that I later went into. I would wait there just to watch her. Okay, and one day I went there in the middle of the rain. I had no umbrella on, just to see there.
Whoa, shit!
And-
You have told me that story. Shit, I had forgotten.
And it's so cringe now that I think about it. But so
You
funny.
know, I think that
and I
you,
went to the high school just because of her. Because
I think you
originally
punish
wanted-
yourself too much about that time.
I punished myself too much.
You punish yourself
Yeah, mentally.
mentally.
Not really. There was one time where I did punish myself. Now that I've gotten a little bit older
Yeah,
and wiser, I think it was a necessary step for me to take.
Yeah.
As embarrassing as it might be. So I would understand because I never actually talked to the girl in person after that. So just looking at somebody at a distance is not good. Okay, I used to fool myself into, oh, it's okay if I only look at her. No, that's not love, that's obsession, because you can't admit defeat, you cannot admit the fact that you don't really have a chance with this person, or that you don't really have the balls to go up to this person and talk to them and have a genuine conversation and invite them up.
You know that one thing that's why I always would love martial arts and jiu-jitsu is the thing that you realize there are more things that you realize it on the school. You learn more there. I don't know for you how many. I think it was 2 years in kickboxing.
Yeah, a year and a half.
A year and a half. But have you thought that only one time when you step on the mat that you said you learned there, or you said to yourself, I'm not special?
Oh, I like that. Especially
I can
during
get
sparring,
fucked
so-
every time.
or within the inner championship that we did.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
I remember we've done 2 championships back in the day. At the first one, I got eliminated after the first match. I wasn't well prepared. The second one, I got the second place. After the second one, I was shaking, but I was also proud. I was shaking because of the stress in my body, but I was really proud of myself. And I learned an important lesson. No matter how much you suffer, if you push through, even if you didn't shoot for the stars, but if you achieve to go to the moon, you still need it more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, so
At least
I
you
got,
showed up.
it's not just showing up, because showing up is a very vague concept. At least
Yeah.
you put in your best.
Yeah.
You had the discipline to put in your best. Perhaps it's not all the way to the end, but you at least reach like 80% of
You
your
know,
goals,
a lot
which
of-
most people don't do in their life.
I felt that a lot of times, even if in my depressing years or in my vague years, when I stepped on the mat, always were 2 feelings that I know the negativity will go away.
Yeah,
Just
you're
for a
not
short-
safe.
The negativity of all the day, all the people would go away just
Because
for
you
1
have
hour.
to focus at the task at hand.
Yeah,
Because the task
yeah.
at hand is basically survive.
yeah,
Okay, it's not as extreme as literal surviving situation, but survive in this match is
Yeah.
your pride as a man that's in line there, but in a safe place. Okay?
You know, the pride is not only this, it's ego, it's a lot of stuff, but there you realize really that you're not special. Always will be someone better than you,
Yeah.
stronger than you, or wiser than you that will always
or
either
that
beat
knows,
you or criticize you for the good.
yeah,
And there
or that knows a form of martial arts that is problematic to yours. Because
yeah,
let's take
yeah.
the
If we take
example in
MMA
between-
and
yeah. In between of us, you're a jiu-jitsu. I've done striking. Okay, you're more into grappling.
grappling,
In striking. These are 2 completely different things. Grappling closest distance,
Close
striking,
combat.
yeah, striking keeps a bit more distance. They're both close combat forms.
Yeah.
But I try to keep a distance because the power is in my punches, and for my punches to have power, I need distance to hit, so I can have more momentum to hit the person,
Yeah.
and therefore more power, more pressure.
Yeah.
Grappling, you need to have close quarters, be really close to somebody to grab them.
Avoiding the punches is the thing that you need to take him down quickly because you need to
Yeah, so it can
you,
go
you will
either
waste
way.
a lot of energy just throwing him down and later utilizing him and take him on your game. So
Yeah, so these are two things that are immediately made to oppose each other. And if someone tried to fight me in boxing, it would go in my favor. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm taller, I've had more experiences in striking in boxing,
yeah.
I'm physically bigger. Well, meanwhile, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, I'm not really good at jiu-jitsu. I'm horrible at jiu-jitsu. He's a champion, so of course he's going to beat me. Now, don't go out there thinking that in a street fight you might always beat somebody that is bigger than you just because you have a skill difference, because street fights are never fair. Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking strictly about I have strictly the advantage if we only do boxing. He has strictly the advantage if we only do jiu-jitsu, where there is a considerable lack of skill and the fight is fair because we're both trying to fight in each other's domain. In a street fight, if we were to fight in the street or in MMA, it would be more debatable, especially in the street, because people can utilize different things, especially me. I'm a dirty player. I do not give a damn. If I have a knife with me, I'm going to use it. If I have a chain with me, I'm going to use it.
I think
Not to try and act gangster or anything
Yeah.
like that.
the good thing
If I have to defend myself, I will do it.
yeah, defending yourself is the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know, that debate goes a long way, but no, I'm just talking for myself that the time you have on the mat, you learn that one thing. Who should you listen to, or who should you take the criticize for good, and who you should not listen.
Yeah, but it requires critical thinking.
It requires critical thinking and a lot of nerve
Yeah,
on
and
the
knowledge.
sense, yeah, knowledge and a lot of perseverance.
Yeah,
At the sense that
because it's scary.
Yeah.
As Jordan Peterson says, excuse me for interrupting. He said it's really hard to think. First, you have to make up another person that's a representation of everything that stands against your argument. Then you have to let these people have a war of words in your head until they unanimously decide that this is the best outcome and see which arguments fall from each side. So yeah,
So you know, in all of the gyms, in all of the sports, you have people. They are not competent of one thing. They are not very, with experience, but they just say do it the technique like that. And just to be clear, in jiu-jitsu you need to be very very good at technique. Technique is the foundation. Of course, it's strength, it's durability, it's cardio, it's breathing, it's everything. But if the technique is executed good, then you realize if you are going to progress or regress.
yeah,
And one thing that you should know who to listen. You learn that along the way. You know, when it's different when somebody who is your level says that you didn't do that technique properly, you're a piece of shit.
yeah.
And when your professor says you didn't do it right, do it again, and I'll tell you what is wrong.
Yeah.
And you do it. Some people say that, oh, why should I listen to him, or I can find another way, but just for a second listen to that person, because
Yeah.
he has his sweat, his blood, his experience, his time, his energy there. It's a lesson that goes beyond the mat.
Yeah.
It's a lesson for life. You should know who to listen to, and you should go. And you shouldn't first. You should know who to go for help, and not to be ashamed to ask for help.
Yeah.
That's the things that the men today are struggling.
Yeah, like their main profession, because people usually might say this as a counter argument. Well, what if he intentionally gives you bad advice so you don't steal his life? Well, but his professor, his jiu-jitsu professor, for example, is in his 50s. Okay, someone is
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, both of them, they are in their 50s.
Yeah. So if they're in their 50s and they're both black belts, I believe.
Yeah, both of them got black belt this year.
Yeah. So if they're both in their 50s and someone is 22, when someone gets to the time that he's a black belt, they are going to be old men and they are not going to have a light shine on them. Perhaps they might get the red belt, which is the highest achievement in
And
jiu-jitsu,
it's-
but that's because of skill. But they're not going to be competing in their 70s in competition with 30-year-old guys that are at the peak of the power, because skill does not completely overtake.
Yeah. You know, but when you
Power.
go at that level of the black belt, you don't care anymore about your light. One requirement to get the black belt is to think above yourself, because when you get the black belt, you are on your top. Sorry, and you need to think about others. How can you evolve the sport, or you can give
So
progress to
basically,
the
get
sport?
your own head out of your ass and
Yeah,
look around
because-
there's other people that need
Because
your
the
help.
thing is that the black belts have as a mission to the sport is to go to seminars, travel a lot. You know, it's a good thing to make quick money, because you go there, you give your experience, and people pay for it, which is fair.
Yeah.
We say. And another thing is that you give your experience in meeting new people. There are advantages, but the lessons you learn there. So basically, I learned two things, but on a hard way, even going on through help, is that you should know who to ask for help,
Yeah.
how to ask for help
Yeah.
on a proper manner, proper respect, etc., etc. And the third way is you should not be ashamed to ask for help,
Yeah.
because that's what our generation and the other generations are struggling today, because they think they are perfect, they are very good at what they do, even if they are not most of the time, and they say, "Well, he is an arrogant man. Why should I ask him for help?" Which is wrong. Even in acting, I think that not your friends, but some of your colleagues, yes, thanks, will say that, "Oh, I'm good. Why should I ask that experienced actor
Yeah.
what to do? Because he is jealous. I will be better than him."
Yeah.
It happens there. It happens in every place.
And sometimes.
What do you think?
Yes, it's completely true. Like people, everybody thinks that they know everything, and sometimes it's even more annoying when the advice is good, but the person telling you that advice
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't
he's
go
just
that road, please.
is just regurgitating talking points that he heard from elsewhere, or is a complete hypocrite and a grifter. Like one of the most extreme cases that has been showing up in my IG feed. This kid that is basically spewing talking points that I agree with. But I got mad. Now you say, why do you get mad? Because the guy could have not been older than 11 or 12 years old. 13 at most. So a 13-year-old giving me advice about life, even if he is right, you won't not be trying to listen to him because he's a kid. How is he going to give you advice for a life he's not lived? He's not yet into being fully conscious about his own life, let alone the state of society.
You took an example, good, but it's stupidity on his peak. Sorry, I say about, kid giving you advice. It's
Yes.
8 year
Or parents
almost.
calling their children their heroes. Like, I understand if your child beat cancer, then you call him your hero. But your shitty drawing of your child does not make him your hero. Okay? He's a child. Of course he's going to do shitty drawings and show them to you for validation.
Yeah, we discussed it a little bit on the podcast. We talk about the children and the youth,
Yeah.
and that's the problem. They treat kids special because, I don't know, parents don't feel special themselves. And on that way you raise, I don't know, arrogant people, you raise, the most extreme thing, you raise sociopaths and
Yeah,
psychopaths.
like your brother, the ghost right there.
And
Eat my shit.
what I didn't saw it,
Dumb
but
as fuck.
I would pay to see the thing that the kid of the owner of the bar
Yeah.
slapped that woman. I don't know if I would be on that girl's spot,
I'll slap him back. Yeah, but
slap him back and
leave
leave the job immediately.
leave the job as well.
You know, man, you need the money at that thing, but I think your integrity sometimes it's more.
Yeah, but sometimes your stomach overrides the integrity.
Yeah, True.
I'm not talking about, obviously, if you're well off and you can leave your job because you can't tolerate that level of disrespect, do it. Now, if you absolutely need money, but you have to choose between money to pay your rent and shit like that, or your integrity, this might be a little bit hypocritical, but take the money and worry about the integrity later. Even though I'm crazy enough to slap him and then demand the boss to pay me double because his kid violated me or threat violated me. I would actually do that. I know that I might not get anything on the money part because and might even get arrested,
You
but I
get
would just do
satisfaction.
that to be petty.
You get satisfaction.
You know,
from
sometimes you
yourself.
get satisfaction from pursuing a worthless revenge. That's
Yeah.
me.
So,
I'm petty.
so to conclude it now, because
Yeah.
it's been an hour, so
It's been more than an hour and it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
So,
3 a.m.
I think that most of people need to realize that
Nobody gives a fuck about you.
yeah,
That's all.
nobody gives a fuck, and live your life as you wish it, as
Yeah.
long as you don't damage
Yourself and all.
yourself and others. Live the life as you think it with your mottos, your philosophy, but don't hurt anybody, especially yourself, and just don't try to be some people pleaser for people.
Or somebody that
Be a
just
pe-
enforces.
Be a
both.
pleaser of yourself.
Yeah. And don't enforce your worldview on others.
Yeah.
Okay? If they don't want to follow it, they don't.
If you have your worldview, just use it on yourself. Reflect it. It's just like, and I want to finish it. It's a thing. A kid asks his. It's not a kid. It's I think 22 years old, and he's asking his father, and he says, "Daddy, how can I find the perfect woman, my
Yeah.
perfect wife? Don't waste your time chasing for the perfect wife. You be the perfect husband."
Yeah.
You know, it's cheesy. Sometimes people
No,
get it
that-
on the wrong way,
Actually,
but I think
what
it's
I've learned up
worth
until
it.
now from life is that bitches get the good guys and fuckboys get the good girls. I
Yeah.
don't want to end up with a bitch. I'm going to become a fuckboy. I'm not right now, but I will.
But and the other thing is that simple quote Marcus Aurelius says in his meditations book that don't waste your time arguing with other people what a great man is, or how can you be a great man. Be a great man.
Yeah.
Don't
Mike
think.
Tyson also said, most great men are not good men.
Yeah,
So I
Yeah.
gave up on being a great man because I was it for so long, and I focused on being a good.
yeah.
And that's Mike Tyson does.
Just
That
like
is
one
not
of
a
my,
fucking plan.
just like one of my favorite fighters, John Jones, when
Yeah.
he had this, downfall, and when he's on the rise again.
Yeah.
He was saying on one of our colleagues' podcast
Yeah.
that he was saying that he asked him, "Are you a bad guy trying to be good, or a good guy trying to be bad?" And he said that that big guy, 190
Yeah, pound.
pounds, and just saying no, he's more, but his height.
Height, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 6'4", and he was saying with tears on his eyes that I'm a bad guy trying to be good.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was
Oh, no.
touchy for me, but
I'm a bad guy liking being bad.
Okay, can
Well,
we call it short?
I'm bad. More. No, I'm bad. I'm bad.
Okay, this
Okay,
has
don't
gotten
speak.
more than
I
a
knew,
second
don't
episode. This is
Okay.
like the largest.
We
so-
thank the ghost, we thank Apple, we thank Gersi, and see you on other podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us.
Share.
They know what to do.
Love you.
Love
Except
you
him.
more.
This is a man's world.